What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? It's your boy, Lightly's favorite Prince, coming at y'all. And I told you before, the time is now 3:56 a.m. EST. And it's just crazy that I told you people a week ago the war machine was on the way. And I told you people that war has been declared for a very long time against people of Nubian descent. And I've also told you that the conscientiousness that goes behind these processes is a war-based complex. Why no one seemed to take heed to what I had been saying, I don't have a fucking clue. But what I will tell you is now that I hope that you see what's going on all around the United States is clear and present situation that has otherwise have caused you to have opened your eyes for something I told you a week ago. The crazy thing is now more people are contacting me today. And these are people I've contacted, let's see, maybe years ago, 4 years ago. And it's so crazy that most people who are looking for me now, 4 years ago, legitimately doing what I do with no consequence, irrespective of anything done on my behalf, have now come to a conscience about what I am saying. People, I'm letting you know, I'm ahead of the curve. Nubians, Israelites, shalom to my Islamic brothers. Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. To those who wish to address their creator as just simply the creator and have no particular appellation in regards to religion, whatever the case may be, is cool. And those who are just pure energy. I told you, all in your distinct personality, what was going on. See, I call this the war machine for a reason. And I know a lot about a lot of processes. I know about the situations that go on with people who have small businesses. I know about people who have situations with family. I know about people who have situations with child support. I know about all of that. I know about all of it. And I know about it in the form and fashion that it still interfaces with the same commercial network and channel that you're basically combating with today. People, you better understand, martial law has already been declared since the Civil War. And since Abraham Lincoln died April 15th, 1865, martial law has never been rescinded. So let's not get this messed up. This whole jurisdictional ideology behind the flag in a courtroom, which is the Title I, according to the Title I, 4 United States Code, says anything attached to their flag will get your ass a year in prison. Why are they flying that flag in their courtrooms? It's a declaration of war, people. It's a declaration of war. And all these things I've been saying over these years, emotionally unattached to it, factually declaring everything I'm saying, now you want to pay attention. Damn. I've been saying this for a very long time, as opposed to other people who start these channels and they want to jump on the cultural trend and they want to parasite off of titles. They want to turn around and, jump on the bandwagon socially for likes and views. Man, listen, fuck that shit. That shit is nothing more than just culture vulture ideology. I'm about pure knowledge and facts. If you individuals of Nubian descent want to wake up and stop calling yourselves by a distinct appellation to have better understanding and better frequency in regards to this commercial interface in the system, I suggest you wake the fuck up. Straight. Because all of this stuff that's going on out there in society is going on out there because they know for a fact that you don't have sense on a certain level. All those people that destroyed their businesses out there in Minnesota, listen, you just took yourself out of your own neighborhood. You looted, you robbed for a week, you stole, yeah, you burned some shit up. And guess who's going to come in and move you out of that neighborhood? Guess who's going to come in and move you out of the neighborhood? The people who put their money in other establishments that had their money hiding for a very long time. And they did that because that's a mechanism, a psychological operation that they've been using to get your ass out of your fucking neighborhoods that had high property values for a long time. That's a fact. Now they're going to come in there on the insurance scam. They're going to come in there on the insurance side, the corporate side you don't know nothing about, and push your ass out to low-income housing. You just did yourselves a very good disservice to yourself, your sociological embetterment, and your fundamental economic embetterment. Yes, people, said it in my last video. Shit, y'all tore that bitch up. You know, to the world, yeah. It was like a standard. To the minority, them people having a field day. They popping bottles. They drinking champagne. They chilling in their mansions. They pushing their 6-7-figure cars. They gonna move your poor asses up out that neighborhood and they'll build that shit up in less than a year. Trust me, if China could build a hospital in less than a month, what the fuck you think they're gonna do to that neighborhood? They wanted y'all to do that. They wanted y'all to do that. You know what I'm saying? They wanted you to do that. They wanted you to tear your own neighborhood up. They wanted you to do it. This is the reason why getting emotionally entitled in these psychological operations is going to fuck up a lot of people of Nubian descent. Straight up. That's the reason why it's going to happen. It's going to happen because you're economically illiterate. It's going to happen because you're socio-politically ignorant. And it's going to happen because you choose to keep your eyes wide shut in the consciousness of today. See, I know a lot of people ain't going to listen to me, and I really don't give a fuck. But I know who is listening to my channel. I know who is paying attention to my channel. You know, they watch it. You know what I'm saying? They watch it. Of course they do. And they know I'm hitting them with the heat. They know I'm going to keep going with it. They know I'm going to keep on moving there with this. They know it. But I've been doing it for years. They ain't had no weird, strange cars outside my motherfucking location. No tap phone call, no none of that. They ain't had none of that. You know what I'm saying? None of it. And they know that. That's a fact. Not inside any FBI investigation report. I ain't had none of that. Because guess what? I don't fuck with them folks. I know the mechanism behind their maneuver. See, that's what's the reason why a lot of y'all people that watch these channels, they go from channel to channel. Because you don't know the mechanism behind the maneuver. Here I am dropping raw heat every single day. Damn near. But this stuff happens. And then you people turn around and y'all find it very odd how this stuff takes place. It's designed, people. How the fuck do you got people rioting in other locations where this shit didn't even take place? Shit didn't happen in LA. Shit didn't happen in Atlanta. Shit didn't happen in Florida. Shit didn't happen in Ohio. Shit didn't happen in none of these places. Why y'all out there even partaking in this situation? You motherfuckers been in the house too long, not doing the right fucking thing. That's what the situation really is. Y'all use this, not all of y'all, I'm talking about the ones involved. Use it as an opportunity, an opportune moment to satisfy your own personal shortcomings. Destroy shit. Start destroying the negativity in your ass. Start destroying that first. It's easy to burn a building now, but can you stop doing certain behaviors in regards to your character? Can you start transforming your behavior to a positive manner? Can you start alchemically changing your nature to a positive nature? That's very hard. Anybody could burn a building down in less than 10 minutes. It's easy. It's very easy. Can you change yourself? That's what my channel is for. Changing the way you think for your better tomorrow. Not to repeat the mistakes of yesterday. Because if you go by that behavior, guess what? 2 months later, somebody else of Nubian descent is going to get killed. And you're going to do the same thing. Why don't you collectively make yourself aware of what's going on? Make yourself move in a proper fashion according to the spiritual, intellectual inner self. And you'll see your results start to change. I've been telling y'all this for a very long time. I'm not with no movement, no group, no nothing, no affiliations to shit. I roll with me and my creator. You know what I'm saying? Self-protection. I've been doing it for a very long time. Straight. And even everywhere I go in public, they already know. Don't fuck with him. I'm not to be fucked with. I don't wear banners, flags, no identifying marks to otherwise place me in no categorization. You don't even know who the fuck I am. I'm a ghost of society. That's a fact. But I have the remedy to what is necessary to be done for those people who are serious about it. See, I know everybody that contact me ain't serious. I know people that email me ain't serious. They heard some shit. They developed a concept behind it. They felt the vibration of it. But guess what? Their frequency wasn't high enough to receive it. Their frequency was down here. So they wanted to get ocean deep. But they was nothing more than just a shallow puddle. You know what I mean? People of all the sense that watch my channel, focus on what's going on today. Divide and conquer was Caesar's dictum, according to ancient manuscripts and according to things that they don't want you to really know. Divide and conquer. When the people become restive in their own capacity with this COVID-19, let's start some shit. Y'all been in the house too long. They've been sitting here watching y'all social media. They've been sitting here watching your data, watching your information, watching all your intakes, all your inputs and outputs, and they fucked you up. And they shifted you. And they totally brought you out of your comfort zone. So now they made you uncomfortable, which means that it's a double negative for you, because now that you had economic situations you already facing, now we're going to put this into the midst of it, and it's a psychological operation. You ain't been working for months, majority of people in society, because that's the only people who won't raise some hell, people who don't really have nothing to lose. And you take it on the opposite end. Most of the people that actually committed most of those crimes were a younger generation. You know? You got to take it into consideration. They already know what they're going to do with you. That's one of the reasons why they didn't even move in on you. They didn't. Anytime you got a social upheaval, police can call other police from different areas to move in on the same area. National Guard and all that. Man, listen to all that. That's bullshit. Some folk can descend on you anytime they get ready, and that's a fucking fact. Got hundreds of billions of dollars at their disposal to do what they want to do. And machinery out this world, they let y'all do that. They let you do it. They let you get away with that. They let you do that. Because regentrification is very real. And they're going to move your ignorant ass along. So all the stores that they looted, all those businesses, all those supermarkets they took food from, and they know that this is a war zone, do you think they're going to replenish that place? So the natural move of survival is for you to thrive and for you to want to get the hell on. Come on, people. Y'all really serious about this? I don't get involved with that social hype. I don't protest. Go down that shit. Protest is bullshit. When you protest against something, you have to understand in a legal context, protest means that you basically violently non-accepting social conditions placed upon you by a legal construct. It's protest. So you still acknowledge the legal protest. I don't care if you say you call yourself pro-black, you got guns and all. That looks good. All you do is make yourself a target for the scrutiny of public opinion. Straight. That's what you do. You call yourself that, and they know for a fact, I can garner this information, I can process it, and what I can do, 10 years from now, I'll shoot ahead of you. I don't know why people are so goddamn stupid. You know? See, me, I just sit back and just watch this stuff happen because I already studied it according to the approximation of data accumulated over years of hard evidence and research and discipline to find out what it is. So I don't have to involve myself with that stuff. You know? When it comes down to certain topics, and I get to the point. And a lot of people in these YouTube communities, they get caught up with the conscientiousness that they're going to try to sway you into their manipulation or into their sheep pen. You know? See, I promote the goats. That's what I tell people. The goats, not the sheeple. what I call the sheep sleep, the sleep sheep. That's what they are. You know, it's easy. Let's go out here and protest. Let's go out here and tear shit up. Let's go out here. What? You must have 0 degree of intelligence to even get yourself involved in that capacity. You must be very stupid. But it's perfectly fine. That's what they want you to do. They want you to do that because they know for a fact that by a problem, reaction, solution, scenario, watch what happens to that area in a very short period of time. They'll build that bitch up in no time. You seen Katrina in 2006? Storm came through, knocked shit down. First area they built up, old French Quarter, boom. That's the money-making capital right there. Every other area around that same vicinity to this day still hurting. It's 2020. So there's a ring of truth to what I'm saying. Not a rant. I'm calling it sociological facts. These areas are federally redlined. They start shit in the area to get you the fuck out. And because you don't have the remedy in commerce to be able to obtain your measure in regards to society, you perish. Or you get moved along. You know, that's a fact. They're going to regentrify the shit out of that area. They're going to take that shit over. Those business owners, man, let that shit happen. And let it happen. Insurance is everything. If I'm in business, I'm going to insure myself against any loss that I may incur. And since I'm going to insure myself against any loss I may incur, I'm going to insure myself against any liabilities. Riots are covered in insurance claims. How fucking dumb can you people really be to go out there and fuck your own shit up? Riots are covered in insurance claims. I can give you an application PDF. I can show you it's in there. Natural disasters, you name it. It's all included. Then I can jack up. If I'm a business owner and I know how to work the paperwork, because I got to be a business owner, I got to know how to work the paperwork, I can jack this shit up as high as I want to. Right? Jack it up as high as I want to. See what I'm saying? So say if my business was worth $200,000, I can say on an insurance claim it's worth $7. I can say an insurance claim is worth $8. They come out there, they assess the damage, they look at it, they find every little thing wrong with the damage of the business, and they come in there and they put it on a quote, and guess what? They get paid off because they marked it up too. You people sitting here looking at it like these motherfuckers won a victory. No, they lost. Them police didn't move in because they knew for a fact. They knew it. This is the ignorant populace dealing with this. They kept themselves safe. But guess what? When they regentrify that area, I bet you can't even walk down that fucking street. Bet you can't. Straight. The people say, this is my old neighborhood. Yeah, old neighborhood. Y'all better understand it's a new world order. See, they letting you tear down the old world concepts because you don't know what's coming. You don't know. And y'all think it's a conspiracy theory? You agents on this motherfucking channel and these comments? Listen, I know y'all spamming, but it is what it is. Can't get through to me. And all you people with these fraudulent ass email addresses, you can't get through to me. I'm creator protected. Trust me. Fine. But you better understand, people. It's a new world order. New world order means new. So, yeah, they let y'all tear their old shit down because they got tied up themselves. Duh. I bet you when they regentrify the area, you'll never see that happen in that neighborhood again. Unfortunately, the brother was the sacrifice. He was a sacrifice for the larger picture. The larger picture was to reclaim area that minorities, people, not statistical, political minority people were living in. Started that shit with that man. You saw what type of vehicle he was driving, the Benz. You saw what type of woman he had. He had a Caucasoid for a wife. He had an Edomite. So you're an individual who came to a store. They tried to say you passed off a fake 20, but you got a Benz and you got a Caucasoid for a wife. Nah, man. Man was doing the right thing. Man had a job. Straight. Look at all the details, proofs in the pudding. Take it in consideration. Come on now. Ain't like that. I understand in the Midwest, you got people who got family ties. You got people who got family ties who know people who know people who know people who know people. That was planned. That was very planned. It was very planned because what it showed was an individual had a sign of success in his personal life. The man was actually doing his own thing, but guess what they did? They used this shit against him. And now you got a whole entire city in shambles because of what? Come on. Gotta take it in consideration. If you go back to the Tulsa riots of 1919, every time it turned around that a whole city was burnt down, it always started out because of people who were Nubian descent were successful. Y'all people fail to realize this. Y'all fail to pay attention to history. Rosewood, Florida. You better pay attention to history. You know, I don't need to leave links in the description because most of you people who watch my channel already know what I'm talking about. It's success. Every time something goes wrong in that community, it's always an installation of jealousy against the success of people of Nubian descent. Facts. But you had all types of ethnicities out there. I traveled the United States and still do. And been to many places that I've seen different ethnicities in many different places. Everybody's doing good, but who? Everybody's doing great, but who? Everybody's moving ahead, but who? And every time they get jealous, you know, they get jealous about the success. Here comes the Radio Raheem episode. He told you in Spike Lee movie, do the right thing. Wow. And then what happens? When it was talking about racial relations in regards to communities and how everybody's in the same community with people of Nubian descent, but all these people have some sort of racial hatred, but you still have to be here. Why is that? If you don't like me so much, what the fuck you around me for? What you around me for? Why are you here? If I don't like somebody, I'm damn sure not going to be around them. If it's certain things about you I don't like. The way you smell, you know, the way you may talk to me, the way you may address me, you know, the way you may look at me, the way you may try to insinuate claims, I wouldn't want to be around you. I want to be places where I'm accepted, you know? But the only place I know that I'm accepted in this society that's so disintegrated is by my damn self. So this whole social distancing concept, yeah, I've been doing this for a very long time. You know, I've been doing this for a very long time. I'm quite all right with it. But what most people don't get is that they don't get what the mechanism is behind the machinery. They don't get that. The mechanism behind the machinery is that you have to learn how to assess properly your own situation and your own literacy in regards to you as being successful. See, it's a group of people that was out there burning shit down. But there was a lot of people that was hiding in the shadows by their damn self, sitting there on their cameras, on their smartphones, on their laptops, and on their TVs, sitting back just watching it. And guess what they was doing? Getting on the phone. Look at these motherfuckers out here. Boy, we about to make bank. Because every last one of them businesses they struck was insured. They didn't lose anything. But the people who did it lost everything. Contact me if you want the Nubian remedy in commerce. You know, the Nubian remedy in commerce. Not no boorish ideology. The Nubian remedy in commerce. Straight. That's a fact. The melanated remedy. The remedy that works because you interface with the commercial structure. Straight. Irrespective of what you call yourself, you're still dealing with the same commercial world, irrespective of what you call yourself. I don't care if you call yourself any distinction. When we all go to goddamn BP or Citgo, we all pay with the same currency, don't we? There's no such thing as Asian money. There's no such thing as Native American money. There's no such thing as Nubian or what they call black money. No, y'all pay with the same money. You pay with the same currency. Because guess what, people? It's all about a one world government, which means one, everybody. And if you doubt what I'm saying, look at the back of your dollar bill. You've been looking at it for ages. You just haven't studied it. Since you haven't studied it, you're ignorant to how it works. Since you're ignorant to how it works, you'll never have a remedy. You better believe it. Peace. Love y'all. And agents, don't contact me. And all you people with these email addresses that are false, stop contacting me because I'm not going to contact you. If your email address is not from a valid email address, I will not respond, and that is too bad for you. The real ones, contact me. I went to my niece's birthday party, man. She straight had a ball. Turned out beautiful. Universe provided the most beautiful time I could have with them. That they actually made it another year in this chaos, which is all right, because those that are protected, not even a hair on your head will be touched. You'll be straight. Peace. Love y'all. Take care.